Hello FlipNoise users, today we're going to look at putting frequencies in a clap or a kick or a snare, any drum sound or bass. We've often talked about EQ, not adding anything, any frequencies that aren't already there. Well, today we're going to look at putting those frequencies there. So we're going to choose a beat first that's probably not got the best sounds in. Okay, so I'll choose something like that. I'm going to import the tempo, listen what that sounds like. Okay, and the snare's not the best sounding snare in the world. Always remember to set your dynamics, set your volume so that you've got about 10 dB there, minus 10 dB there, 9.8 that'll do. Okay, so here is our snare. Now, first thing I want to do is, believe it or not, create a track and put a generator on there that's going to generate some frequencies. So in this case, I'm going to come down and add a utility called test oscillator. So there's a test oscillator. Let's bring the volume down. And white noise. So white noise has got quite a few frequencies in there. If we want to see what frequencies are in there, we can have a look at the analyzer and you can see all the frequencies randomly generated. I might want to find some snare frequencies, so probably not too much bass, and the high end I could probably get some frequencies there. That's probably roughly around the range we want to deal with. And then we're going to we need to switch this on and off now. Now the best way to do that is probably use a gate. So let's switch that off for now and go underneath this and look for dynamics, add a gate. And yeah, so that's obviously switched off at the moment. We want it to open that gate, so we're going to use a sidechain. So I just need some kind of trigger. I'm going to look for a snare. So something like that. And as you can see, let's move these out of the way, get that out of the way. Now we've got a snare here, but actually I don't want anything to come out of there, so I'm just going to set the output to no output. So we've still got exactly the same as we did have. I'm going to switch the gate off just for now, make sure. Yeah, so we've got some frequencies there. So let's put the side chain through from our snare trigger, and let's see if we can get some volume coming up there. So I might put a compressor on there just to give it a little bit of compression. Bit more ratio. And then I can start shaping it. So for example, I could put the release up. Now the threshold, if it's too high, you won't let anything through the gate. Too low, and it's letting all the tail through as well. So something around there is nice. Nice short attack time, otherwise it'll take the transient attack down. We don't want that. We want a nice solid one. You could hold it open, but we want that quite short. And I'm just kind of shaping it. And then if you want to shape it a little bit more, then we've got a little tool called an envelope, which Now this is, it's got the attack and then the release there. So if we want to make it more snappy at the beginning, more clicky, or we could make that slower. And put the time down. So I'm just kind of using the envelope to shape it. And I'd probably put a little bit of reverb on that as well. Let's just put some, and we'll probably take the size down. And without that on, that's what we did have, but we can then mix it in, start at the bottom and slowly work up. And there you've got some extra frequencies in your snare. Now those frequencies can be tweaked then, depending on what you want. You can boost something like that. Sounds quite nice. This one is the white noise, and this one is the trigger for the gate, and the white noise one, that one is what we want recording. So you could just mute the others and just render that. So you could bounce that and do it as a PCM 16-bit. Don't need to dither it at the moment, and we don't want to do it real time. And I'm gonna put it to the project, click on OK, and save it wherever, because if I go to my project, then I should have the white noise there that I can just put on another track if I want. So this is my white noise now. Get rid of that one. That's my new white noise, and you could even fatten it up then if you wanted by changing maybe the frequency this time. Just so we've got a couple of white noise ones going on there. So you could also do this with bass or any frequencies really if you want to put some subs in the kick. Hope you find this useful, and I will see you in the next screencast. Bye bye.